to me. I open the page, they talk to me. Come on now, brew walk for me. Urban Gorilla, that sauce on me. Yeah, I was shot Pentecost on me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross for me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross. Yeah. I open the page, they talk to me. Come on now, brew walk for me. Urban Gorilla, that sauce on me. Yeah, I was shot Pentecost on me. He the boss man, he got up on that cross for me.
All right, let's get it, man. First and foremost, I'm going to say call halal, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, we're going to jump right into it, man. Because people got this straight Christian ideology. Give me Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. Jake just got this, brothers just got this Christian ideology that all sins are the same, and you don't see that in the scriptures. And matter of fact, give me Hebrews chapter 5, verse 12, real quick, all right? Because people in the Christian church like to go in there, go through one service, and then immediately think they can go out there and teach people the correct doctrines. But they never learn the law. They never learn. That's why they don't understand Christ. That's why I think salvation is for everybody. Because if you actually look in the law and see who the Lord is dealing with, and look through the prophets, you can't come to the conclusion that salvation is for everybody. But go ahead with this.
The book of Hebrews chapter 5 and verse 12. For when the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
The what?
The first principles of the oracles of the Most High.
The first principles of God. What's that? The law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord and the prophets. Go ahead.
And are become such as have need of milk and not of strong meat.
We need of milk and not of strong meat because they're going to choke on it, man. That's why you end up getting confounded. That's why you'll say something, and then we'll go to a Bible verse that says something contradictory to it, and you have nothing to say about it.
Right.
Go ahead.
For every one that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe.
He's a what?
For he is a babe.
And there's a lot of babes out here, man. There's a lot of babes out here in the Hebrew Israelite community as well, man. Saw a nigga on Facebook say how y'all keeping the feast days without a Levitical priest. I'm like, you got to be a retard to say some stupid shit like that. Let's say it like that. You got to be a retard to say some stupid shit like that. Because the first time we celebrated the Sabbath, the Levitical priesthood was not set up. That's in Exodus chapter 16. The very second time we celebrated Passover was not in the land, and the Levitical priesthood was not set up. That's Numbers chapter 9, I believe. So what are you talking about? Like, and that's even the first time. Even the first time we kept the Passover. I didn't want to say that because they're going to say, well, it was the first time they did it.
Yeah, God.
But yeah, like, people err not knowing the scriptures and err not actually taking the time to study and get rooted in anything. That's why people just say madness all the time. That's why I tried my best not to be running my mouth off like that when I first came into the truth. Because I learned that quick. When I started seeing niggas get confounded like that, I learned that. I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that guy. Give me this real quick.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony.
Yeah.
If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
There's no what?
No light in them.
And that's why when you deal with Christians and Hebrew Israelite Christians, they start just speaking nonsense, man. It's well, all sins are the same. The Lord don't want you coming at people's lifestyle. Why not? The whole Bible's about that, bro. You know what I mean? The whole Bible's. But give me Colossians chapter 3 verse 5. That's what Paul did everywhere he went. That's what Christ did everywhere he went. That's what the prophets did every time they wrote about something. Y'all niggas are wicked. One day the Lord gonna come see you. What did Christ say to the wicked Pharisees? The Lord's gonna take this away from you and give it to a nation, rendering the fruits thereof. And we know that word nation is ethnos, going into a people. He's gonna give. I'm not gonna take it from Israelites, but I'm gonna give it to an Israelite who's actually. Matter of fact, God damn, bro.
That's an off-road vehicle.
Like, it's not even, the sound don't even sound good on it, though. Like, it's that old-ass Lil Wayne, like it's 2008 and shit. Go ahead.
The book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Yeah.
Mortify therefore your members, which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness.
So these are lifestyle choices. This is Paul saying, mortify your members that are upon the earth. And he's naming lifestyle decisions that people make. Go ahead.
Inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
Yeah, go ahead.
For which things seek the wrath of the Most High.
So which things, lifestyle decisions, go ahead.
cometh on the children of disobedience.
Yeah, wrath comes upon the children of disobedience. So if I don't tell you the Lord's going to kill you for being a homosexual, the Lord's going to kill you for being a murderer, and to doing like things, I don't love you. So we have to come against people's lifestyle choices and their personality. That's what the Bible teaches. Go ahead.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 5. Remember therefore from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent.
And that verse, it really rings more true to Israelites who's falling off and not really doing what they're supposed to do. Because you can't really apply that to just regular niggas in the world, because they got that Gentile mind state. All we know is let's turn up in Deep Ellum on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All I know is revelings. And give me 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. And we're going to jump back into what I was talking about, right? Because when we know this Gentile mind state, coming up just thinking we're black, Hispanic, Native American, we're just an American, we're Mexican, we're whatever. If we couldn't come up under that title, we don't know any better. That's why we do what the Gentiles do, because we were stripped of our nationalities and we don't know no better. So what are we going to do? Monkey see, monkey do. We see y'all going off, we're going to go off. Go ahead and get that.
The book of 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles.
Yeah, to wrought the will of the Gentiles. That time is over with, man. You should be like, you know what? I need to do something different, bro. Working Monday through Friday, working my fingers to the bone just to have 2 days off. Hell, for me, 1 day off, right? 1 day off. Like, that's not like just going out to party after that and to do nothing with your life and to wake up poorer than what you was before is not doing nothing for you, bro. Like, this is nothing. There's a problem with this land. We need to be seeking a better country. A better country, man. And what is that? The land of Israel. Our kingdom, that new covenant, our king over us, our Yahweh over us, right? And we're in rulership. When we get the rule of the land and there's going to be world peace and the forces of the Gentiles are going to be brought to us, that's that better country I'm looking for. I'm tired of working for Esau, man. I'm tired of working for Esau, bro. You have to really sit back and think. You work for people who can't even come out in the sunlight without sunscreen, bro. They're just on that basic level. On that basic level, they're inferior to. Like the only way the so-called white man has ever gotten anything in the world is he had to surprise you, bro. He had to surprise you and come take your land. He had to do some undercover stuff to take your land. What you got?
Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
This is not what?
Because this is not your rest.
This is not our rest. America is not our rest, man. Because look at this, bro. It's polluted, like the verse is going to say. This place is polluted. This used to be like Deep Ellum, where we used to be a black-owned neighborhood, right? Now look at it now. Nothing but Edomite stores, nothing but organic stores. It really only appeals to Edomites because we can't afford that.
Right.
Could you, like, being an average black and Hispanic man in America, right? You can't just afford to get to eat organic food every damn day. We can't do that. Right. We got kids, bro. I got kids. I got 4 kids in my house, man. How am I gonna afford to eat organic stuff all the time? But Esau can do that. The goddamn Jake from State Farm can do that. They can do that. They can afford to eat, go to Whole Foods every damn day. I can't do that, man. So who does that lifestyle appeal to? The so-called white man. That don't appeal to me. They're gentrifying these neighborhoods and pushing you out of it and raising their property tax so you can't even live over here.
Right.
Go ahead.
Because it is polluted, it shall destroy you.
It shall what?
It shall destroy you.
And living in this life, you still in Peters? Say that. This lifestyle will destroy you, man. Agreeing with this land will destroy you. Go ahead.
I'm going to start back at the top. 1 Peter 4 and 3. For the time past our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, reveling.
Revelings, man. Revelings. That's rotting the work of the Gentiles, because all the Edomites want to do is party. How they force us to party and worship their damn gods. Greek gods that they don't even believe in. And they force us to do that. And they do that with this as well, with Christianity. Because this ain't our God. If this guy cracks the sky and that's Jesus, we're all going to captivity again. Double captivity, man. Double, quadruple, septuplet captivity, bro. Double trouble, man.
banqueting.
What's up, man? You got a question? You just listening? Well, what's your name, bro? What's up? Kyle? Kyle, man, what's your nationality? Your nationality? African American? All right, now check this out. Now, being a so-called African American, have you heard of who the Israelites are? Do you know who the Israelites are in the Bible? Can you say you're a Christian? Who are they? They're disciples. Well, that is true. Yeah. They are the disciples. But I'll say it like this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. The Israelites, I'll say it point blank. The Israelites are God's chosen people. He's the only people the Lord cares about. He's the only people who he sent his son to die for. He's the only people who these writings was written to. We're here to tell the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that you are those people. You are those people that God sent his son to die for. You are those people who the Lord let his son hang on a cross so that you can have an opportunity to receive the Spirit. Now watch this. Let me show you this real quick.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
The Israelites, talking about the Israelites, you are a holy people unto the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Yeah, he's chosen you to be a special people unto himself, man. Hey, bro, I like that shirt, man. Fly Eagles fly, man. Go ahead.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Did you hear what he said there? Hold up. Every time, bro. You can't even just teach the Bible. Read that part again.
God. Above all people upon the face of the earth.
Now the Israelites are above all people upon the face of the earth. The Lord chose us to be above everybody. Like you see the so-called white man, Asian man, all of them, they're below you, according to the Lord. That's why it's important to know if you are Israelite, to know if the Lord's actually dealing with you. Give me Joel chapter 2, verse 27, right? Okay, go ahead. Watch this. Wait, let me get one for you. One quick one for you. Actually, can I get two? Let me get two real quick. Give me Ecclesiastes. Go ahead. Watch this.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27.
Yeah.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
The Lord said, I'm in the midst of Israel. Go ahead.
And that I am the Lord your God.
I'm the Lord your God, possessive.
And none else.
And none else. He's Israel's God and none else. That's why it's important to know if you are an Israelite, because that's what the word says. That's who the Lord is dealing with. Now, knowing that, the Lord requires something of you. Go ahead and get this.
The book is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The conclusion of the whole matter. What's the point of life? Go ahead.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Do what?
Keep his commandments.
You got to fear God and keep his commandments. How you show reverence to the Lord? You do what he tells you to do. Did you grow up with your dad? Did you grow up with your dad? That's a curse. Did you grow up with your mom? Now, if your mom told you to do something, you're going to do it, right? Why? And why? Because she whoop your ass, right? So it's the same way we're supposed to reverence the Lord. He can kill you and take you out at any moment. He's the Lord. He's the sovereign God over everything. So if you don't listen to what he says, he's going to kill you. Keep going.
For this is the whole duty of man.
That's your only job on this earth, man, is to do what he tells you to do and keep the commandments of the Lord. So know this, man. You are an Israelite, and you need to keep these commandments. And if you don't keep these commandments, something bad's going to happen to you, man. That's just what the word says. So can I get you a flyer real quick? Hey, get this man a flyer. We have here persuading men through the fear of the Lord, man.
That's right.
What you got?
I was holding Amos.
Go ahead.
This book of Amos, chapter 3 from the top. Hear this word that...
Give me Amos 9. 9 and 10. 9 and 10. Go ahead.
It's Amos 9 and 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
All the what?
By the sword.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. This is how we persuade men to the Lord. I'm not trying to give no fair speech. I'm not about to tell you everything's going to be okay. I'm not going to tell you you halfway there, man. You just no. All the sinners of my people are going to die by the sword. If you're a black, Hispanic, and Native American man, woman, or child, you got the golden ticket to the Willy Wonka factory, man. You got that. That's salvation for you. It's laid up for you. If you don't want to keep these commandments, you are going to die expeditiously, especially what's going on with America now.
Long praise Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai. Kwame Asharala. Shalom.